Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play the Adventures of Lolo 3. This time actually getting to star the gold brick, otherwise, up until now. This stage, it's going to involve some fairly complex maneuvering in the middle of it to get the frames exactly where we want them to, but I want you to note the pain point of this stage. In the upper left, we have to get something to seal off the Medusa to the left, which involves sealing off the right and then moving up and around. So you see that is going to be an impossible task. So thus, we are going to have to kill an enemy and then make it warp. We will do that soon. But first, we're going to use you to be a very temporary shield here. Then we're going to go back and wait on you so we can use you to be a more permanent shield over right next to the Medusa. But not completely in the row with the Medusa. We only want you about halfway down. Because we want to stand here a lot and we want to stand here a lot, and either way, we're going to be standing here and here once we get to the other side of that coral. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, so we've done everything we need to right there. Let's go and grab this, and we're going to use these two emerald blocks here. We're going to block us off the Medusa down here, so we can actually do, well, quite a bit of the stuff we need to do. Eventually, anyway. So we're going to, now, because we can, we're going to grab these two, and then I'm going to take a real quick look here and make sure I've actually got everything lined up the way it needs to be. I believe I do, because we still need to seal that Medusa off to the north. So you can put you here, and this is why I didn't put the Moby directly in line with the Medusa. That's one of the reasons. Take and put you here, and now I've got two cats who are doing things on the desk that is going to knock things over if I don't stop them. And they are stopped. So now, I'm taking care of the cats. I can go here. I can get rid of you. Use this frame right here to block everything. Okay, good. The Moby appeared right to the left of the Medusa. So now what we need to do, be really goddamn annoyed that this happened the way it happened. But we do have one shot left. See, ideally, you would think, hey, we could manage to get that particular emerald frame up. Well, unfortunately, the way this sits up, nope. So we just go ahead, we just have to go ahead. Block you. And with the emerald frame right there, it does block the way we needed it to block. Thankfully, we got it pushed just enough to block the Medusa to the right. I will take the luck when I can get it. Number 2 here, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, once again, we're basically just going to be blocking off more Medusas over and over and over again. So anyway, to start with, we're going to get the corner of this. We're going to get the upper right corner of this to be relatively safe. I mean, not perfectly safe. There is nothing perfectly safe here, but there are things that are somewhat safe. And now we need to use this snake to block off the top of the Medusa. And we'll do that by waiting here after getting rid of it. And, I messed up. Pushed that too far down. Gotta restart. That's the way everything here is going to go from now on. If you you push most things just one step too far, probably gonna have to restart because we were gonna have to come back through that the other direction. Sad. Oh well. But now that that is taken care of, we no longer need this block to block, well, the Medusa to the north because, well, the Medusa to the north is blocked off. So our next step is to get into that middle section. And also to be prepared to, well, move things around. You know what? Let's just actually do some things here. Not that. Not my greatest day here. Not my greatest day. Let's get this started again. I had a complete and total brain fart there. What was I thinking? I don't remember. I was thinking I was already a step ahead of where I actually was. So let me think here a little bit clearly. Let me think here just a tiny bit clearly and make sure that I am correct. We move you to there to block that. And let's see. Do I need to do it that? I think I need to do it this way. To tighten things up, I think is what I needed to do here. I think I needed to do that to tighten some things up. So now, instead of grabbing that heart now, we will grab it in a second. We've got a few things we're going to have to do in quick succession here. Can't believe I did that. We shoot the Moby. Moby blocks Medusa. We grab heart. We start running. We shoot Moby again before it hatches. We push frame all the way to the bottom. And then we get back above the Moby before it respawns. All that in one move. I'm already being too slow. There we go. And now we can use the Moby to block that square that I was getting way ahead of myself on. Eesh. Okay, so now, unfortunately, we kind of had this. We had to sound the alarm effectively. So we're gonna push that here. Go ahead and block that Medusa off. Now we need to block the Medusa off to the on the bottom. Just move that down here. And now we can leave. That was, boy, I can't believe I did that. And now we have this one. This room is kind of fun, actually, because it involves using this Rocky that's right up here to completely annoy the Medusa. I can appreciate that. But first, we can't really grab anything. Everything is guarded, line of sight, everything else. So we're going to have to come in here and let the Mobies pull us down. Do that. Note that we cannot grab the heart container we are next to. So we're we're gonna have to come back for it, and that will be the last one we grab, as a matter of fact. So now we're going to move this up. We're going to move it here. We need him right there, so we can use him as a shield to move that up. And now we can grab this. Now we can go back around. And we can use him just like that. Like I said, to really annoy the Medusa and rub that in. So we want to go ahead and grab this now that we've blocked off that line of sight. Now we're going to have to repeat this. I should have just gone then, because we need to get down to the bottom half of this stage. Once again. And again, we still can't grab that heart because it's not blocked off. But we're going to stand over here. We're going to let this guy bounce up and down. We're going to shoot him, use him to block the top half of the Medusa, grab the heart, grab both the hearts over here in the process, push the emerald frame down, and get out before he hatches. We don't have to shoot him again, we just have to get out before he hatches. So this has to be done kind of quick. And then we have to get on the grass after that, because he will no longer be blocked in from chasing us onto this side. I did not do that fast enough. Oh, I barely did. Just barely fast enough. And now this Alma can be shot and its egg used as a shield. Like so. We do not want to stick around because, well, that Alma will not wait for us forever. And we get out. Here we are at floor 4, stage 13, level 13. The 2 Gauls are pretty much going to sit there inert for the entire goddamn stage and not do anything. We're not even going to mess with them. But the heart that's sitting along the top row there, that's our last one. That's the last one we're going to grab. We're going to spend pretty much this entire first section blocking off the Medusas in the middle of the room. And it's easier, it's actually not nearly as difficult as you might think. You only really have to block them immediately to their north, to the north and to the side, to the outside, because you're going to be blocking to the inside later, and, you know, to the opposite side. And as a fun little thing, your emerald frames are basically going to be mirrors. So let's go ahead. Do this. We don't have to watch out for Dawn Medusa there yet. Okay, we are going to sit here and wait. Making sure that everything is as I need it. Yeah. So now, we're not going to go across that. We're not going to go across the left. We're going to go down. I was just making sure that everything was lined up. I was mentally calculating that I put that block where I needed it for later, and I did. So now, we've got to time this so we hit the wall at the same time the Medusa does. Because we're going to push this block to the left, and then get back in cover. Then grab that heart to make a ladder. Let's do that. And then take a quick breath before we grab that. Actually get ourselves a ladder, and now we can go over to the left. The top left. the ladders we built here, of course, they're over lava. They're going to go shatter on us. And then we push it down here, which blocks off the Medusas, thank God, in the way we need them to be blocked off. So we grab this, and then we're going to make our second ladder right here to block off that side of the Medusa with the frame we can push over it. Once again, because, well, those ladders are just going to shatter. We kind of have to be careful with it. Block you off. Block the Dawn Medusa off. As always. And now if you look, the emerald frames are kind of mirroring each other around those Medusas. Just don't make the mistake of, do not make the mistake of getting in that last row before you grab this. Shoot him, kill everyone. And then we move on to the final floor we're going to be doing in this section. It looks, well, it looks annoying, and it kind of is, because there's one spot right at the start that's fairly tight timing-wise. Luckily, you can time it based on the Dawn Medusa bouncing there. So we need to get down there and push the middle of those 3 emerald frames. I'm not kidding. With that Medusa exactly where it is, too. So if we stumble, we're going to get hit and we're going to restart. Life is mean that way sometimes. But we did not. Now we need to be very careful about how we push these things here. Because if you push things in the wrong order, you're going to be very, very sad. Now, one of the next things we want to do is take this emerald frame to the north of us and use it to block off the south of the Medusa. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and get a few other things set up here. We're going to move that there. We're going to move that there because it is going to be used to trap the Dawn Medusa in a very quick second here. And just to make this as safe as possible, we can go ahead and put this back here. Or we can restart because I pushed it too far. Blah. We'll get back to where we were. Damn it. If you wonder why that works, don't. Because it's a fairly simple answer, because it just works because you're never fully in the same column with the Dawn Medusa. And now we can pin you here. And yeah, we are now just about ready. Go ahead and do this. We need to push this up. And we could do this a little later, but we might as well get to it now to go ahead and trap you off to the right. But we're not going to be going down there with the chest just yet. We just need to move that there to kind of get everything out of the way. Now, Dawn Medusa is pretty much neutralized at this point in time. We've still got the Medusa below him to worry about, but that's, like, one of the last things we're going to do in this stage. What we do need to do, however, is get these 2 Medusas up at the top half neutralized. And with all the arrows there, that means the movements here are going to be a little bit annoying to deal with. So we're going to move you here. Then we're going to move you here. We're going to take advantage of the fact that hearts block things. Move that here. move that out. Push this back up. And then take advantage of the way the arrow tiles work and completely block you off, which allows me to grab that. And then grab that to form a ladder. Well, we have one more tile we can push down there, but before we push that tile down, let's go ahead and get this ready for later. We want to put the ladder right here, and then move that over so we can actually get a frame down here to block off the Medusa. Come on. Don't do that to me now. But we need to get back over across the top to be able to pull this off. And to do that, block you off just like so. And now that we are here, we can grab this. We can push this just far enough in every direction to get it back over the K at the bottom. And now we are done with room 5. And I will let you take a look at room 6, but really, we've gone on more than long enough, especially with everything I screwed up. Also, yeah, the first time you play this, you're probably getting hit by that Medusa because you'll move the wrong move. You'll move the wrong way. Move the wrong move. So yeah, this is where we get to have some fun, folks. Anyway, I'll let you stare at this for a second. Or you can just pause the video. Either way, it is time for me to call it here. When we come back, we will finish out level 13. Until then, take care everyone.